Hello YouTubers, it's Southern Mercenary here, doing another Let's Play of World of Tanks. This is the third episode of my series, and as you can see, I am starting to edit my videos, and we're going in harder into combat. And we're going straight in here, which is good for me because it makes everything that much faster. While I do have to edit my videos, I can still do it in a reasonable amount of time. And as you can see here, I'm running around in my tank, trying to scout out the enemy positions here on the map. Now this map here has a couple different things about it that makes it both good and bad at the same time, particularly for how you play. Small and medium tanks and tank destroyers have a lot of good times on this map, because they can get around easier, they're good at their job, they can do anything. While heavy tanks, while can still get around, tend to get some problems. Now, I'm sure you noticed there I've changed some stuff around. And here I'm working on my another tank I decided to buy. It is a British tank, so I could work on to get the Black Prince, which one of my friends said please try to get because it's an awesome tank. And I did it just to please him. Now, the one thing about this tank is all the British tanks so far are slow. They are incredibly slow. Most of the time their guns are incredibly inaccurate. And I still have fun playing it and playing with these tanks. It's just they're not as much fun as the German tanks are to me. German tanks are a little bit faster, and I'm more likely to get a kill with it comparatively. So I'm less likely to miss. While I say, you know, the damage on the British guns is a little bit better per tier compared to all the other tanks, it's still not as good as it could be. But there's not much I can say about that. Now this map here, it has a big hill in the center of the map that if you can get on that hill and you have enough tanks with you to support you, you can do a pretty good commanding view of the entire map and do damage. Now, something that Wargaming has done is some stuff is destructible. Now, what is and what isn't destructible is sort of up there. It's not exactly ever really explained how you can instantly tell. Some stuff is a little bit obvious, but it's not as obvious as it could be. Like, for example, most walls can easily be brought down, whether it's by ramming into them or other stuff. And something else about the British tank here. It has really bad armor. I'm getting shot at by a small flak gun and it's punching through and doing some damage to me. Which, you know, normally would indicate, you know, hey, you need a better armored vehicle. True, I do need a better armored vehicle. But it's the fact of I'm getting shot so bad. Now, here's what I'm saying. It badly missed. And I've been having that problem a lot. Except for the tier currently I have it at. You know, I got an upgraded gun on 2 tiers above this one, if I'm not mistaken. At least 1 tier above this one. No, this is a starting tank, so yeah, it would be 2 tiers. And it's more accurate. This one's arc sort of sucks, because it's more likely to under arc than it is to over arc or get relatively close. I'm switching back to this tank because I'll show you some stuff. Now here I'm going to buy this gun because it has some better stats than the current gun I'm using. Mainly the penetration. The damage is about the similar, and plus I have to unlock it to get the next tank. Now the difference in the turrets is this one has a slightly better view range, and that view range is at what range I can see the enemy tanks. which is one reason why I got it. Now here I switched to me messing around in this tank and just some of the stuff about it. And I'm going to say this, it is an ugly tank. That British tank, it's just hideous. It's ugly, it doesn't look good. And I just don't know what else to say beyond it's not a good tank. Its design is horrible. And I know, well, it's British engineering. British engineering only makes stuff that looks relatively okay. I'm not trying to hate on anything they make, it's just an ugly looking thing. But I got some feedback from people who have seen the video that didn't comment, and they just saw it. You know, they're friends of mine that saw it, and they said, try to keep the video short. I'm shortening up my videos. Cut out a lot of the stuff that does not need to be in it. You know, a lot of the tech talk, you know. It's good if there's a reason I'm talking about it, like I have been, you know. Explain why. This has a better stat, so I'm going to use it. I need this to unlock this. That sort of stuff, you know, is good. And another thing that's pretty obvious about World of Tanks. There are a lot of people who play the game who don't really pay attention to their surroundings and end up either running into somebody else's shot or not paying attention when they open fire and end up killing or severely damaging one of their allies. Now, my crosshair is changing colors because I added a option on that allows me to see if my shots will penetrate. And here I'm back in my British tank, trying to see what I can do with it. Now, it's not going to be that much because this map is really open. If you have a good tank with a good view distance or good crew who can see further, pretty much you can hide about the same positions on either side where I'm at right now and just peg the enemy team. Now I go up to this cover here, what used to be cover, now it's just concealment, to try to hit that guy, and I had to pop out of cover to fire because my arc was too big. As you can see, I'm taking a lot of damage from a small little flat gun, which I think you're supposed to stop that. And here I am in my Panzer 3/4, just trying my best to go through this stuff without getting killed. I'm still working on this tank. I mean, I recorded this the other day, and still working on it. Now that I feel like could have just been, hey, I'm hitting the doors should have been busted out and everything else should have been okay. But, you know, different understanding and stuff. But I like this tank. It has a lot better penetration compared to my Panzer III, which is one reason why I wanted to get it so fast, was because I couldn't do damage to the enemy. I could hit them hard and fast, but I couldn't do any damage to them. I just could not get through armor. And sometimes, you know, I'm 2 tiers above the person I'm shooting at, and I'm just not hitting them. And yes, you know, I'm still dinged it. That was more a mix of A, sloped armor, B, where I hit them, and the ammo I'm using. And I will say, you know, my reload rate is really slow. Hope you enjoyed the video.